For over 20 years, the Xbox brand has been a significant fixture within the realm of console gaming, now existing as a key player in the console wars for a significantly longer period than Sega ever managed to hack. There is now an entire generation of adult gamers out there who will not be able to remember a world where Xbox was not a household name. For many older gamers though, it still feels like yesterday when Xbox first popped up on the scene, and what a console it was. This sleek behemoth of nostalgia stood proudly in living rooms like a black monolith of gaming dreams. Its robust and angular design exuded a sense of futuristic prowess, adorned with a signature vibrant green jewel that seemed to pulse with gaming magic. But of course, if you truly remember the Xbox reveal, you will know that we were originally introduced to an even cooler hardware design. That's right, the first time we saw the Xbox, it was literally an Xbox. Perhaps the most alien and novel looking game console the world has ever seen. So with all that said, let's take a trip back through time to revisit this unveiling. But even more importantly today, looking into what happened to this console and if it still exists today. I am Lady Decade and this is the story of the mysterious original Xbox. The Xbox reveal in 2001 was a momentous occasion that sent shockwaves through the gaming industry, changing the console landscape forever. On the 6th of January that year at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, those in attendance buzzed with anticipation as they eagerly awaited Microsoft's foray into the world of console games. The stage was set for a grand audience, and who better to lead the charge than the tech titan himself, Bill Gates. As the man took to the stage, the air crackled with excitement as the audience knew they were about to witness something groundbreaking, something that would redefine the realm of gaming permanently. Before everyone's eyes, Gates, with his trademark enthusiasm for innovation, began to unravel the mysteries of the Xbox as he spoke passionately about its cutting-edge features, promising a gaming experience like never before. Just when the crowd thought it couldn't get any better, the atmosphere took an unexpected turn. In a move that would be etched into the annals of gaming history, the lights dimmed and the unmistakable voice of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson echoed through the venue. The Rock, a force of nature and the most charismatic man in sports entertainment, strutted onto the stage, amplifying the excitement to unprecedented levels. As The Rock flexed his entertainment muscles, Gates revealed the sleek black Xbox console, a monolithic powerhouse ready to challenge the status quo. The crowd erupted in a cacophony of cheers and applause, their collective excitement echoing through the CES venue. But those who had been following developments relating to this console for a while may have been a tad disappointed, because, as mentioned earlier, in the year prior we saw a mysterious console design that looked even more unique and a lot more like a game console that was named the Xbox. As documented on Microsoft.com, on the 10th of March in the year 2000, part of an unfolding revelation would take centre stage at the annual Game Developers Conference. Here, Bill Gates and Seamus Blackley unveiled the introduction of an ambitious new console, cryptically designated as Xbox. In Gates' articulate words, "Building on our strengths as a software company, Xbox will offer game developers a powerful platform and game enthusiasts an incredible experience. We want Xbox to be the platform of choice for the best and most creative game developers in the world." Rick Thompson, Vice President of Microsoft's Games Division, anticipated that Xbox would ascend to a pinnacle in the gaming market by offering state-of-the-art graphics, unparalleled flexibility in internet gaming, and a level of realism previously unseen in the console landscape. Over 23 years after this conference, we can now easily verify that Thompson was correct about the Xbox's potential. Back then positioned as a future generation device, the Xbox promised an unparalleled gaming experience characterized by rich and compelling graphics. Its capabilities aimed to elevate user engagement to new heights, surpassing the performance benchmarks set by any existing game consoles to date. That day, Microsoft would brag that their device would have the capacity to push an incredible 300 million polygons per second, a feat that outshone its closest competitor, the recently launched Sony PlayStation 2 in Japan, by more than threefold. But perhaps just as significant as its promised raw processing power was the proposed inclusion of a hard drive boasting an impressive 8GB of storage space. This innovative feature positions the Xbox as the forefront of gaming technology, offering users a multitude of advantages. Don Coyne, a director of marketing in the newly formed Microsoft Games division, stated, "We're taking the best of the PC and putting it into a console." This vision underscored the effort to amalgamate the power and versatility of personal computing with the dedicated gaming experience offered by the Xbox. While the sheer power and capabilities of this now legendary hardware are well known, let's discuss what is more interesting about this day: the box in the shape of an X. The Xbox. Crafted from a single robust block of aluminium, the Xbox prototype boasted a striking and expansive design, taking the form of a substantial silver X that captured attention with its impressive visual appeal. The centerpiece of this avant-garde creation was a luminous light embedded at its core, poised to radiate a vibrant green glow upon activation and discreetly retreat into darkness when the console was not in use, adding an element of dynamic interactivity to its aesthetic. In a thoughtful arrangement, the console's intricate features were strategically positioned on the rear side, ensuring a seamless and uncluttered front profile. The disk drive, ventilation system, and various ports were all discreetly integrated into this section, harmonizing functionality with its overall sleekness. To this day, this remains the most Xbox looking of all Xboxes, which raises the question, was such a name chosen due to this initial super cool case design? Well, not quite, so let's try and discuss the truth. The name Xbox was chosen due to its connection to DirectX. DirectX is a collection of application programming interfaces developed by Microsoft for multimedia tasks, with a primary focus on gaming and video applications on Microsoft's platforms. It was first introduced in September 1995 with the release of Windows 95. The creation of DirectX stemmed from a need for a standardized interface that could streamline graphics and multimedia programming for Windows-based applications. Microsoft developed DirectX to provide a cohesive and standardized set of APIs for handling various multimedia tasks, including graphics rendering, audio playback, input devices, and networking. This standardization aimed to simplify the development process for software creators, allowing them to target the Windows platform without being burdened by specific hardware intricacies. In summary, DirectX played a pivotal role in shaping the gaming and multimedia experience on Windows platforms by providing a standardized, efficient, and evolving interface for developers to access and utilize hardware capabilities for graphics and multimedia processing. The original Xbox console, released in 2001, used a customized version of DirectX for its game development. Hence, the X-shaped form factor of the year 2000's prototype had a significant amount of meaning behind it. But why was DirectX called DirectX in the first place? Well, there wasn't a specific meaning really. It was just a case of the mid-90s to early 2000s, that weird period in history where, for some reason, people simply believed the letter X was really cool. The X in DirectX was added to make the name sound like a cutting-edge technology or a generation beyond any other technologies at the time. The name was coined by a Microsoft employee named Alex St. John, who was instrumental in the early development of DirectX. What's amusing is that in more recent times, Elon Musk still believes this to be true, as proven by his SpaceX brand, and as of 2023, renaming Twitter to simply X too. Elon Musk has a lot of X's. But as much as we can make fun of this premise and laugh at what some perceive to be very dated ideas regarding coolness, maybe he is onto something, because I don't know about you. However, I still think the prototype Xbox is the best looking Xbox that has ever been created, which begs the question, Whatever happened to this iconic console? Well, the mystique surrounding the whereabouts of the Xbox prototype persisted as an enigma until a turning point in July 2018. Graham Boyd, the adept social media marketing manager for Xbox, assumed the role of a digital harbinger, unraveling the secrecy surrounding these elusive relics. Through the platform that today is rather fittingly known as X, Boyd orchestrated a revelation that sent ripples of excitement through the gaming community. In a digital proclamation that captured the attention of avid gamers and technology enthusiasts alike, Boyd disclosed that one of the undisclosed Xbox prototype models, a symbol of gaming history in its nascent form, was destined for public display. The chosen stage for this unveiling was none other than Microsoft's hallowed grounds, the Visitor Center in Redmond, Washington. This revelation in itself was akin to a pilgrimage for big-time gaming historians everywhere, who would now have the opportunity to journey to witness firsthand the tangible vestige of the console's evolutionary journey. The decision to place the Xbox prototype on a public exhibit at the Visitor Center transformed an object of speculation into a tangible artifact accessible to enthusiasts and curious onlookers the world over. Following the initial momentous tweet in a series of digital missives and tantalizing disclosures, Blackley gave us more behind-the-scenes info that breathed further life into this dormant prototype. Andrew Borman, the digital games curator at the Museum of Play in Rochester, New York, would also tweet some information from Dean Takahashi's book Opening the Xbox, which shed info on why a completely different console design was most likely chosen when it came to selling this console commercially. It states that, working day and night, Blackley designed the contents of the silver Xbox-shaped boxes. He made sure that the machines would have plenty of gills for cooling and could withstand rough handling. Drew Engeloff had the tough job of making them work. Soldering gun in hand, he had to jam most of the contents of a personal computer into a space half the size. He welded the aluminium together, but he didn't like the ugly welding marks on the metal, so Engeloff had machinists carve the silver X shapes out of the solid billets of aluminium. With frequent trips to electronics stores, he spent $18,000 on each of the custom boxes. Obviously, that is a huge amount of money, so no wonder these prototypes look so desirable and stylish compared to the retail model. Seamus Blackley, a luminary figure in the gaming industry and one of the original Xbox creators, would chime in on all of this by adding that to carry these things, they had penguin cases. They would test them by pulling them up and down the stairs in the parking garages for 30 minutes, then unpacking to see what broke. In more exciting developments, the story of these shiny X-shaped boxes would not end here either, as on the 10th of November 2020, the prototype's legendary form factor would be featured once more. Yes, that's right, during the Xbox Series X's launch stream, the sleek prototype would be back in all of its silvery glory, sitting proudly on the shelf in the background as Xbox employees discussed the next exciting chapter that was unfolding in Xbox history. Modern appearances of the best Xbox did not end there either, as on the very day that Elon Musk announced that Twitter would change its name to X, the official Xbox X account would post a picture of the famous prototype once more. I don't know about you, but I shall never tire of looking at this awesome design, and for this reason, I felt its history was deserving of celebration today. What a truly excellent console. I am not exaggerating. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and check out my video about when Microsoft tried to buy Nintendo. See you soon.